I'm still on my vulnerability journey. Like, what? What? God made me good enough. I've been making good decisions for myself since I was able to make decisions, okay?
And that feels good to me.
Hey everyone, I'm JusmeShakoyahD and welcome to my bubble. This channel is for Black women who are on their self-love journey and are learning to put themselves first and take off their superwoman cape. My bubble is my safe space to express myself as I inspire you to do the same. This is Love the Creative Black Woman, a series where we self-care through crafting as we connect on our self-love journey together. Hey y'all, we are in season 2. Come on, somebody, season 2, hallelujah. So yeah, we're in season 2 and we talked about a lot last season, and we talked about vulnerability. We talked about creating your own safe space, putting yourself first, and some of those topics we're actually going to dive into a little bit deeper in the future. But in the meantime, in between time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. And also, I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. So recently I realized that, well, number one, I'm still on my vulnerability journey. Let's put that out there. I'm still on the journey of vulnerability, and it's not the easiest journey, but like I said, I am still enjoying it. I'm still learning a lot about myself as I go. And one of the things that I learned is that, I have had issues with trusting my gut in the past. Like, I feel like we always talk about trusting your gut or women's intuition and different things like that. But when it comes down to actually doing it, we often ignore ourselves or our thoughts or the feelings that we feel rather than trusting them. And as frustrating as that might be, I realized that I wasn't trusting my gut because I wasn't trusting myself to make the right decision. Like, what? I've been making good decisions for myself since I was able to make decisions, okay? My decisions have led me to this point. And for me to somehow think that my decision-making skills aren't good enough, you know, you want other people to believe in you and you'd be like, trust me, but like, I'm over here not even taking my own advice. That's what I realized. Like, I'll take some of my advice and I know that it's good advice, but then I'll leave the rest of it because, you know, it's me. So I'm like, oh, well, I don't have to do the whole thing. I don't have to do all of the steps. When it's like, yes, you do. You got to do every single last step just like you want other people to do. And I don't know where it began. I feel like part of it is, and I mean, some of y'all might not want to hear this, but I think that part of it is when I think about me not trusting my decision-making skills, it took me back to me not feeling like I was good enough, right? And in turn, that made me feel like my decisions weren't good enough, or that I was going to be wrong before I even gave myself the opportunity to see if I was actually going to be wrong or not. I ain't even test out my theory and just was like, you know what? Probably not going to make the right decision. Let me go ask somebody else. And I know I talked about validation before in the past. Like, I used to ask like my siblings or my parents and stuff like that. Like I would ask them for validation on pretty much everything. And we talked about being a people pleaser. I'm really finding out that it's all encompassed into this, we're going to call it the source thought of not feeling good enough. And how many of us out there, I feel like it's so many of us who second guess our gut feeling or what we told ourselves. We go back on our word. We go back on the advice that we gave to ourselves because we're like, I could give you the advice. I don't need the advice. I already know it, right? And that's not the case. I should listen to myself more than I should listen to anybody else around me. That's point blank and the period. I have to listen to me. And the only way that I'm going to do that is by trusting my gut. Yes, I could flip a coin. I could do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Well, we ain't doing that because actually that has like racist origins, but that's a whole nother episode. But I could do all of these other things to determine if what is the right decision. I could ask a fortune teller. I could do all these things. But at the end of the day, there was intuition that was placed inside of me, and there was intuition that was placed inside of you, so that you know what the right decision is. Even if you doubt that decision or you decide to go the opposite of that decision, that then is on you. But at the end of the day, your gut be telling you what you need to do. Your gut be gut. It be telling you what you need to do. And oddly enough, I don't know how many people know this, but like your actual gut health is connected to like your gut feeling. Like making sure that you are taking care of yourself and eating a balanced diet and different things like that, that actually can affect your gut health, your gut response, your intuition. And it's so interesting how so many things are connected like this. But for me, as I started learning these things, I started realizing I can't just ignore them, right? And for so long, I realized that I had not been trusting my gut. I found myself actually doing that more now. And at first it seemed scary. And like at times it does seem a little bit scary. But once I started to just really be like, hey, I'm going to do this, or remind myself that I trust me. I'm about to make this pen. Didn't even put a flower on it. Just reminding myself that, hey, you make good decisions. Sometimes you literally just have to remind yourself, because we go through life with people telling us that we're wrong all the time. And some people tell us that just because they felt like they were wrong. Some people tell us that because that's what they were taught. And honestly, this is the part I'm going to say that y'all ain't really going to want to hear. But in church, in the black church, I don't know about y'all church, but at all the churches I went to, I grew up with them saying, you fall short of the glory of the Lord, and that, you know, singing songs about not being good enough, but God saved the day and stuff like that. And it's like, God made me good enough. God made me able to make sound decisions. He gave me a sound mind. And also, I was made in God's image. So how am I sit here and act like I don't know what to do? He already told me what to do. But it's so often that we just don't trust ourselves. It's an interesting thing because it's so normalized. And that's why social media works so well. Because rather than trusting what we think, we can watch somebody else give their opinion. And yes, I am on social media right now giving you my opinion, but I'm sharing my experience with you for what I'm learning as I'm on my self-love journey. And I hope that you are identifying it as well. And I hope that this reminds you that you make sound decisions. You are intelligent. You are worthy of all the things that you desire in life. And like, come on, just make the decision. That's the other thing. We get so caught up in thinking that we can't make our own decisions that suddenly we just stop making decisions. Yeah, we just stop making decisions. We'll have our friends make them, even if it's down to what we want to eat or where we want to go. We be like, you go ahead and make the decision. I don't know. And you just got to practice making a decision. That's what I had to do. I had to practice making decisions, deciding, okay, do I want to go here or do I want to go there? Or do I want to eat or do I want to not eat? Do I want to eat before I drink something or do I want to go ahead and drink something? Like, it's regular decisions. Like, even like, do I want to watch TV or do I want to read a book? But at the end of the day, you make so many decisions unknowingly throughout the day. Trust yourself to make the right decision. You made a decision to wake up this morning. You made a decision to watch this podcast. You made a decision to say your affirmations this morning. Whatever you made a decision to do, it was a good decision. I applaud you. Dear Black woman, if nobody else told you today, I applaud you for your decision-making skill. You are worthy of everything that you desire. You are so capable and you are such a blessing to the people that are around you. You were placed here to make the decisions and you were given an intuition that only you know, but you are supposed to trust it. That is a part of life. Don't allow people to take your decision away, and don't give your decision away. Your decision is important and it is yours. So trust your gut and trust that you know what that you are doing. And also trust that if you need help, you will ask for help. You'll know who to ask. You'll find who to ask. You'll know what to do. It's not always a thing of you have to be in control of every situation, but you do have to make a decision to live your life how you want to live your life and to express yourself and to take care of yourself. Decision making, crazy enough, is actually, I feel, a great way of self-care and a great way of practicing you honoring yourself and loving yourself. You are appreciated. You are loved. Love, the creative Black woman. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another episode of Love the Creative Black Woman. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to watch this podcast live, make sure you join the Patreon. The link is in the description below. And if you like this episode, you're definitely gonna like the one that is linked below. I will see you guys soon. Bye.